Hey there, it's Patmos, and nice of you to join me as we continue our adventures on this planet base, on this, I'd say Martian-like planet. I mean, it's called the Red Planet for a reason, Mars, and I guess this looks a bit like that. As we are running our little colony pretty cautiously, we are now getting towards a factory, a big one this time, which is great. That means that we can start to produce spare parts and maybe even weapons and stuff. So that will be nice. And we can really use that. We could also... Sorry about that. That was a little unexpected cough. We could also use a lot more stuff, of course, but we have to progress with caution. Kind of looking this way now. I mean, there's plenty of space here. Here we reach the end of the map, so I can't go further to the right now, but we can just fill up this whole space, which will be good. I like that. So let's hope we can go that far. We have plenty of power stored at this point, so that is no issue. And if we take a look at all the other stats, I think everything is fine. We're doing good. Maybe need to store some water at some point. That could be helpful. But for now, this is good. We don't have that much equipment, though. So that might be an issue, like bioplastics and metal. We need those. We need metal for this. We don't need bioplastics for any of that. Let's just go to speed 2 for a bit. What I think we can do, however, is build a few plants. They cost some bioplastic, but people can take a look at them, and that will make them more happy. And welfare is an important thing in this game, so getting the welfare up will be nice. Now we're up to 29 people. We have one place for them to sleep. Lots of beds there, but they're not that comfortable. So it could be a nice option at some point to start investing in better accommodations for our people. That will make them more happy too. If we take a look at welfare, it's good. I mean, it's not that we have a problem right now or anything, but it could be better. Now, another thing with this factory... Oh, this one broke down. That's unfortunate because it carries the last piece of metal. So now somebody will have to go over there, and there he comes, an engineer to repair it. Another thing we need to keep in mind is that we're going to need engineers to work the factory. So I guess it is time to start doing it somewhat like this, so that we can get a few engineers incoming and activate the landing pad. We don't need to trade yet, so that's something that I'm not aiming for. We could also use the extra workers to get a lot more minerals out. We are trying to get as many things produced as possible, so we need more workers for that as well. Food-wise, we're fine, so no issues. Here comes the factory. It's actually a large factory already, so we should be able to put a lot of machines in there. That is something that I will greatly enjoy. But, oh, the connections are built quickly. Nice. Ouch. That's no good. Oh well, luckily we should be able to fix that. But this bot is now repaired beyond, or damaged beyond repair. Okay, well, it happens. So let's see, I think we should just start with some spare parts machines. 2 of them. And we don't need weapons and semiconductors yet. We do need the spare parts. So let's focus on that. Let's get the metal in. Here comes a colony ship. Let's see who we get out of this. That will be, I think, 1 engineer and a worker. Nice. Exactly the persons we want to get in. Oh, that should work out well. Alright, now that we slowly start to acquire a few resources, it can be very good to just focus on making sure that we really have everything that we need. Like enough beds for sick people. At some point, a few people might just get injured or sick, so we need those extra beds. And now that we start having the resources for it, let's do that. We have plenty of beds and stuff now. We have plenty of food, so that is all no issue whatsoever. So it could also be a question of what to get next. Interesting. Maybe we should get a good sleeping cabin at some point. Now, a sleeping cabin can only have one connection. And placing it a bit strategically could be good. So I think if we do it like this might be a fine place for it. Can't build any other connections with it, but that's okay. And this should... Is this just a cabin or is this the better one? Yeah, the cabin is the better one. And the dorm is the not so good one. So the ones that will be sleeping in this place will be very, very happy. Or at least they should be. For now, we've built all the beds there. We are building these beds. We get a bit more ore out of the mine. Hopefully they can quickly use that here. We have a bit of starch left over to work on bioplastics. We have a few medical supplies to spare too. That's all moving in the right direction. Interesting. I think though, with how we built so far, this whole area can't be used for anything that needs a connection like that. So it's just for power and stuff. Here comes a new ship and we get a worker, an engineer and a worker. I like it. I think we should hold things for now for a bit. But these three are very good. Just the people we need. So let's bring them in. All right, there goes the sun. So it will be nighttime soon. We'll be short of power. But we have stored enough. And, well, there's no wind right now, so that is an issue. We're not producing any power at this point, but now the wind starts to pick up a bit. All right, here we go. We should now be... Yep, this one is now dropping. We've run out of spares. Well, I was afraid that might happen. That's why I got the spare workshop. And they should be creating 2 spares with just this, so that will be helpful. And that should do the trick. We just need one more metal here. We need some bioplastics. How many biologists do we have? 9. So there's 9 people tending to this. That should be sufficient. Yeah, all plants are excellent or in excellent condition. But I guess at some point having an extra one of this, not just for vegetables, but basically for the starch, might be a good one. We do have a lot of wheat pads already, but yeah, it'll be interesting. Could also be interesting to just get 2 extra meal machines to focus on getting more meals out. Can we do another? No, we can just do 1. Okay. Well, it is something, so at least 1 extra meal machine should create extra meals and make sure that we have a sufficient supply of that. We got all the resources in here. We just need some resources here for the connection, but then this medium cabin dome is up. Ooh, that was close. The meal maker is built. We have the medium cabin up now. Let's await 1 more piece here and that'll be good. We got spare parts up so we can repair structures and stuff. Very important feature. But it really feels like we need to get this going even further. I think if we place it right here, this should be sufficient. And we at least connect it to this, but I think we could also get a connection here. Yes, and maybe even to here. Yes, all right, there we go. This is good. Now this might require us to get more water, because this building uses 4 water. This will do the same, and then we'll go over the limit. So we also need another water supply in the end, but we can place it right here with just a connection like this. That should be sufficient. All right, so we have work to do, but it should be okay. Actually, we have 2 exits. Should we get one here too, so that they can get out here and start building here, but also when we start to build here, that could also help out. Maybe we should do one right here and then connect it here. Yeah, that's it. I think we should prioritize this one, because then they can just pick up stuff and walk this way and just do a little shortcut and not go all the way around like this, because that's taking up a long time. 15 meals now, so the extra meal machine is working. We got the beds up now, so let's get the nice big comfy beds. Just 3 because, oh man, we are building way too many things now and we don't have the resources for it, so have to be a little bit careful there. Everything for the connection is there though. Let's get everything for the airlock and save a lot of time. $34 people. Do we have room for more? I think we do. And we could use extra engineers still, but we could also now start to use some extra biologists. So let's go like this. And we can always use workers. And now let's bring them in. We have the food for it. I think we can keep them alive. We'll soon have some extra beds for it too. So that should work. Here comes the metal. Now all we need is 1 bioplastics and we have 2, so that should be good. Then we can build this little airlock. Yeah. We'll take our time building all of this. That should be nice. Oh, there goes 2 for the beds first. All right. Oh, that's interesting though. There's the 3rd one. Because then they have actually got good sleep, which will really benefit the colony in the end. So I'm not too unhappy that they built the beds first. That might actually work out. And the metal production is a bit slow. So this gives the metal guys some time to build more metal as well. Alright, we're building 2 pieces of bioplastics. Here comes 1. There we are. And they can just bring that to the airlock here. Saving me a lot of travel time. So there's a lot of things you need to factor in while building a base. Even like where you have your exits is an important feature into how long things take. I mean, this guy just walked all the way like this to get a piece of metal up to here. Now he has to walk all the way back to get back into the base. If this is done, he can just go here, get in and take a shortcut to where he needs to be. So it will be very helpful. It will also take a bit of time, but there it is. And that should be good. How are we doing with the O2, by the way? Oh, we're still fine. Yeah, we're still good. But now, yeah, this should save us time. So now they don't have to go all the way there. They can just go via this. That should speed things up. Let's see what this nice colony ship brings in. We have an engineer and an engineer. Now we don't need any more engineers, so we can get rid of the engineers. Let's do it like this. Workers and biologists. That's all we need right now. Hint, a guard. Yeah, oh yeah, we should get a few guards soon. I don't think we'll get intruders like when you have like 37 people, but at some point we might. Maybe do 10%, something like that. Does it work that way? No, like this. Yeah. Alright, 10% for some guards. Guess we'll have to get a guard place. It is here somewhere. Yeah, there. Control center, where we have surveillance and stuff. But we're already overextending ourselves a little bit with all the construction that we're doing. So let's wait with that. We have the starch now to create 4 more bioplastics, which is good already. We do need a couple more though. The metal is already being handed out, so all the connections here can be built. Now we need the metal for this construction itself. And of course more metal for this. But it doesn't look too bad, I have to say. Kinda like how this looks. Alright, we had a couple of sick because we lost a couple of medical supplies. And the medics weren't busy creating new ones. So I guess they have been busy healing people and now eating and stuff. How many medics do we have? 4. So there should be medics around here just taking care of this. Oh, we don't have any bioplastics, of course, to go into medical supplies. So that's why it's good to have a stockpile every now and then. Just to make sure that you... like in times right now, when all the bioplastics go to these production sites, we still have some medical supplies left, and we won't be having people just laying on their medical bed not working for too long. There comes another colony ship. What's it gonna bring? Let's find out. There it is. 2 biologists. Good. Very good. That's precisely what we need. We actually need a couple more if we want to keep this one completely going once it's filled up like that one. So that's nice. It should also get the extra starch going once we get this with the extra wheat pads. So it'll be an important facility to have. Alright, we're getting some metal in here too, just no bioplastics. Here's somebody going out to bring more metal stuff into this. Let's focus on this so they don't bring it to any of this. We don't want that. There comes another bioplastic. There comes another bioplastic. So you can see now that the bioplastics production is speeding up. Also because there's a shorter walk time. The bioplastics comes out here, they bring it straight to the machine and they can start to work. The ore comes out here, they have to pick it up, get through the airlock, bring it all the way like that, which is just a longer time. So that's why bioplastic production can go a little faster. The good thing, however, is once we have these 2 in place here, they can go back to making medical supplies and stuff with the bioplastics. And already now we can see that we lost another medical supply, so they used another medical supply on a sick person. So it's good to be able to get some of those soon. And at some point it'll be a valuable trade source, this medical supply. So we'll get to it. Alright, there comes the last piece of medical supply for this. Then they can start to manufacture new components. We can start to make some new medicine. Happy with that. And as soon as I actually see that we're starting to stockpile it, we can build more comfy beds. People will like that too. Think, yeah, welfare's excellent now, so we need to keep that up. That is a very good thing. But we can still do better. Another colony ship. Lots of colony ships arriving, although we're also playing at speed 2, so keep that in mind. That makes it like it's... Ooh, a guard. Yeah, we got our first guard and we got some... a worker, I guess. Oh, I guess we got 2 guards and a worker. Nice. Well, then we have a sufficient amount of guards for now. Let's do it like that. We don't need new guards. We don't even have a control center for them yet, so let's take our time a bit. Here comes another piece of metal, so 2 more to go after this one. We have the ore for it. We just need to... 2 machines are working here. There's another piece of bioplastics ready. There's more starch coming in for the machines. Excellent. Well, if we now get the workers in, they might be able to actually operate all the machines at the same time. And there's just 1 guy in the mines, and that's an issue. So that's why we need more workers, because we're not even occupying the mine full time. So we need to fix that. Alright, just 2 more pieces of metal, and we can build the big biodome. Yeah, and then we have 2 very large ones. Nice. This one should be repaired soon. There's a lot of meteors coming down. Bit scared of that. Ah, he broke down while carrying a spare part. Please be fixed. Yes. So you can fix them all the time. That's good, but this will go down anyway. And as soon as this hits 0, you lose your robot, and it can't be maintained anymore. So it's done. It will take a bit, and we don't really need the robots in the beginning. Later on, they can be handy. Especially if you have like driller bots and stuff that will just go out and make sure that you get the stuff out of the mines. That can be useful because they can work faster than humans in the mines. Here comes the last piece of metal. Then they can start to construct that biodome. I like that. 2 more workers. Excellent. Could use those now, so a very warm welcome to you. Alright, here comes an engineer. He's going to build stuff here. We also get the constructor bot, so he might be going to work on some of the connect. Oh, the engineer's just going inside. He did repairs, apparently. Well, here comes the very large dome. Not that we really have the bioplastics to put a lot of plants in there straight away, but we'll get to it. And 2 of our medics are working again on medical supplies. Yay. Alright, the biodome is built. Now the connections need to get going. And then we just need 2 more metal to build the water extractor. Yeah, we're gonna get quite high with the water soon enough. I don't think this is consuming water straight away, but it will do that once we get a lot of plants in there. So up until then we are fine. So I'm going to wait with planting until we have the water extractor up, because I don't want to start running short of water. People will get really pissed off with that. And that might also be a good time to get at least 1 water tank, so that we do store some water someplace. Can we make it so that it can connect to both? Yes, right there. Alright, another 3 metal, but okay. 1 more to go here. Let's prioritize this one. I want the extractor up first, so that at least we can start with this. Oh, there's a problem. They can't reach this. Oh well, let's go with it then. Now, the resources will probably be laying there, but hey, let's recycle them. Let's just get rid of them. Nobody can reach it now anyway. And now nobody will be busy trying to get there. Alright, there comes the last piece of metal for this water extractor, so that can be built. Here comes another colony ship. What do we get out of it? 2 biologists and a worker. Alright, I think we are done now. We have the amount of people I want to have at this point. We'll now just be waiting for a moment. Let's build the extra connection here. How are we doing power-wise? Yeah, we don't overproduce that much anymore during the day, I think. Should be able to see how much we can actually produce. No, I can't. Okay. Well, this can produce 80 and another 80. That's 160. And this one can produce 50. So we can produce 201 and the grid requires 90. So, okay, we still produce plenty, actually. Right, oxygen, water. Water should now be good. So from this point on, we can start to make a few plants. And we'll just start with weed pads. Just for the extra starch. Then, I also want to get a couple of trees going. Oh, are these the ones that I already built? Yeah. Let's get a few trees. And some more tomatoes for the food. Sandstorm imminent, that's fine. Because with these trees, people will get more happy if they look at them. And that's good. And they produce oxygen during the day. They consume a bit during the night, but that's okay. I don't really care. We just have to make sure that we produce enough oxygen, which we do for now. And then with this, we get a lot more starch to create bioplastics and will ensure that we will always have enough food. So I'm happy with this. And our 13 biologists should be well able to maintain just these 2 bays, I think. At least in my opinion. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it should. So we'll see. All these beds are occupied. And these aren't, so that's interesting. Going to add the beds to this one. Yeah, that's the maximum we can build in here. Alright, well, this will all take time, of course. Speed is set to 2, that's good. Tomato pad build. Yeah, it's gonna take some time before all the plastics are there, but okay. Luckily, we don't need plastics here, we just need metal here, so while they try to build this water tank, we will build all these structures on the inside as well. And all together, we will have strengthened the colony and made it more resilient for the future. Because now I think it's easier to survive in the long run with plenty of food, good sleeping quarters. We make spare parts. Soon enough we'll be creating weaponry. Actually, I think we should start to get at least 1 semiconductor machine. And a weapon machine. Don't have to completely build this factory straight off, but with the semiconductors we can create those semiconductors, of course, and then we can turn that into weapons. And those are good for the guards, So when people tend to start visiting us, we can kill them if they have bad intentions, because that's basically what we have to do. Alright, let's prioritize this one now first, so that they will finish that first. Otherwise, yep, there they go with the metal to these machines. It's okay, but it would be nicer if we could get some spare water. Here comes the beds. Just one more bed to be built here. That's good. I think then they will focus on these plants even further. Almost out of starch though, so that is an issue. So I really want to get the extra wheat plants up. Beds built. All the beds are done. Very good. Now we have 7 good comfy beds for everybody. Maybe at some point we should destroy this one and build a new one with the comfy beds. But not 100% sure. We have 3 guys working in the mine, so that's working out. But I do think soon enough we'll need an extra mine. Question is, should we just place it at the same place here? So that they can work it, and yeah, I think we should. And then connect it to this one. Yeah, that might be good. I don't think we can connect these two. No. Oh well, that's fine. With the extra mine, we can get the extra ore and create more metal. Alright, they already created 2 tomato plants. And I guess another piece of bioplastics is ready. There it comes. There we have our guard walking around doing guard stuff, I guess. Alright, there they go to build another tomato pad. There's the biologist. I wonder how they use a welding machine to build a tomato pad, but hey, it's fine. And then we are running a bit lower on the vegetables though, so I guess it's really good that we now focus on extra food. Oh wow, do they really have to? No, they use this one and then go there. Okay, I was thinking they walked all the way like that, but that's not the case. This might be even shorter though, but who knows. 2 more pieces of metal and we're there. There's one, so just one more. Which this bot might just bring in like this. I think this bot is smarter than the other one, taking the shortcut here. There he goes. No, he's going to take a spare part here. I was thinking he was going to go right like this, but he doesn't. Oh well, we'll see. 4 starch now, so we can keep building bioplastics. Tomato pad build, so from now on they will start to build the wheat pads. There's metal here, so that will be built. Oh, this also needs a bioplastics, by the way. There it comes, the last piece of metal. Then we get our water tank to, if at some point we make a little error and we run out of water or we don't really produce enough, we will still have some to spare. So that's why I'm building that, and I think that is a interesting option to have, just as a little backup. Might not need it, but better need it, or better have it and not need it, than need it and not have it. So, alright, we built a wheat plant, we built the water tank. It's already filling up nicely now, so that's good. We'll soon see some water in there. Built the first wheat pad. Here comes the second part, so, and the third one, so that's more weed. We can see the water tank filling up quickly now, that's good. Yep, built me the weed pads, get me some extra starch. So, medicine plants is very much sufficient, so no worries there. And basically, we survived the night. We depleted 1 power collector. This one is losing a little bit of power, but not too much. And soon enough, yep, there we go. It will start to fill up again. Probably this one first, yeah. So power-wise, we're very good. Water-wise, we're very good. Oxygen-wise, we're still completely fine. Might need one in the near future, though. But for now, we're fine. So I think at least we have built a sturdy colony that can survive a little bit of hardship if it comes to us. So that's good. And from here on, we can just slowly start to expand even further. We have all of this. I think we might need to get the control center, though, to make sure that we can control any inbound enemies and stuff. But, of course, we can't build it anywhere here because we can't connect it to any... Ooh, that was close to anything. So we'll have to get this way. So I guess this might be a good way to try and build it. Let's connect it. Can we do both connections? I hope so. Yes. All right. Very good. I'd like to do at least 2 connections with every building, so that even if one is destroyed, you still can use the other. But it's not always possible. But having the control center and then get the camera system up will really help to find if there's intruders that we really need to get rid of. I also do think now that we could use a bunch of extra colonists in terms of a few extra biologists and workers. Ah, the extra mine is being built. Oh, nice. I forgot about it. Then just need to build this little part. There's instantly 3 people in the mine now. All the time. So that works. And if we can get the same in this one, we should be really surplusing the ore. And then we should be able to pump out a lot more iron. And just 1 more wheat pad to go. And then bioplastics can go to all other types of resources that we need to build. Which is, for instance, this semiconductor machine. As you can see, we need a semiconductor and also a bioplastics and a metal to create a gun. But we also need it for medical supplies. We have only 3 left. Oh. A colonist ship. Okay, I thought it was a visitor ship. Good, it's a colony ship. So, because we don't have armed guards, so that'll be an issue. A worker and a worker. Very nice, very nice. 3 workers in here, 3 workers in here. So we should be getting a lot of ore now, or at least a lot more ore, and get it faster. All the wheat pads are built. Guess we should now prioritize this one too, or just not prioritize any of these. The biologist will work here anyway. And I don't really think they have to maintain these plants. This guy was watching the plant though, so he's now pretty happy because he watched it and enjoyed the tree here. Now they just need to maintain all these plants, and I hope they will do a good job at it. And I would love to see the extra starch coming in. There's also food pumping out now, and I hope we have enough workers to carry it to the storage all the time. Here comes dish machine. So all the machines and stuff that needed bioplastics are now built. We just need it for this structure and these 2 connections now. 1, 2, and 4, 6. We have 2 already, and we should slowly start to pump out extra starch. So yeah, 2 machines are creating bioplastics, 2 machines are creating iron. There comes another piece of starch. Yep, he brought it in and he's immediately starting to work with it. This connection can be built. This one will probably go to this connection. And then we just need 4 more for this. Very good. Oh yeah, we see that some of this needs a bit more maintenance. That's why I wanted to get some extra biologists in still, because I think the 13 that we have, I think if we get up to 15 or 16, it might already be fixed. But you have to keep in mind that biologists don't work all the time. They have to eat, they have to sleep, they have to do all those things. So, even though we have like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 plants here and 16 there, having half of the amount of biologists, it's just not enough. All right, here they come. That's good. Those are the 2 extra biologists that I think we needed. 15 should be okay, I think. Well, let's try it, and we can otherwise just try and get more. But for now, I think this is good. We should have 2 bioplastics incoming. Total of 7. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So basically we should have all of it. They just need to bring it here. There's a piece of metal. Yeah, there comes another piece of bioplastics. Nice. Oh, we're getting there. We can see the amount of ore slowly increasing. We were around 1, 2, 3 all the time. Now it's already up to 6. Just one more piece of bioplastics required. Do I spot that somewhere? Right there. There's also a piece of iron coming. And then we need one more of that and we can build our control center. We can also see that all the plants are now well maintained. So the extra biologists help. We have some extra starch. Our amount of ingredients is increasing again, so that worked too. How are we doing with... Yeah, we are now using quite a bit of extra power though, because this building is now using 10 power. This will also start to use quite a bit of power. So I actually want to get some extra power machinery up. Can we place that somewhere here, or is that an issue? Oh, we can go all the way there. Well, let's just go here then. Let's just make sure we build it. We already have a few solar panels. I'd like to also get some wind, because that will also help. If it's windy during the night, you will drain your power supplies slower, which in the end helps, because if you produce a little less power during the day, then that's okay, because it drains slower, so you don't need that much power to refill it again. So that can work out quite well too. All right, here we go. The control center is up. Now let's see what we can have. We can have a security console. They can detect intruders from it. Well, that's good. We have... Let's just build all these structures straight away. Oh, apparently we can't build that. Oh, there's the thing going to be... Oh, let's just not place it right there then. We'll place it here, next to each other. Oops, sorry. There we go. Let's just get all the consoles that we need and get an armory. And once that is all done, it's fine. Then we will only be needing the security console just to maintain the base and see if there's any intruders incoming. And it would be lovely to get a couple of guns. But for that we also need to get semiconductors, and we need metal for that. And we don't have that yet, especially now that we're building a windmill too. Armory has been built, very good. We can store some weaponry in there. 3 pieces of metal, and we have the wind turbine up. Security console is built. Radio... Oh, that's fast. We are really pumping out resources now. I like it. That's going way better than before. Security council. Well, it just needs a guard. But I guess then we also need more guards. What does the radio console do? Radio antennas need to be monitored at all times. You need a radio console. Okay. Well, that's fine. But we could use a few more guards, because if one is sitting here, we have only one maintaining the whole base. And if intruders come in, we need more to fight them off. So I actually think that... And we also need more engineers. Yeah, we basically need everybody right now. Could use the workers, could use the biologists, although not too many anymore, but I think 2 extra will be nice. We could use the engineers for all the operating machines, a couple of extra medics, and then guards. So let's see what will arrive, and maybe we can adjust it straight away too. We get an engineer and a guard. Nice. All right. Well, that's the good people that we want to have here, so I'm happy with that. Then at least one guard can be sitting here. Yeah, see, we do need the biologists. Oh, we really get the extra starch now. And there's so the extra bioplastics. We now have more medics that can make medicine. And I guess I want to build a few extra medicine machines then. Just to make sure that we get so much of that we can trade with it later on. We have a full supply of water. I think we need to focus this a bit. to actually get more spare parts and start working on semiconductors and weapons. We have a guard sitting here now, so you can see that by this icon. This room is now monitored. So if there is an intruder, we can now spot it. All right, well, I have to say, I think we did quite some progress this time, because we now have a very stable colony. All numbers are in the green in terms of oxygen and power and water. We are expanding. We now have security. We are building the more advanced pieces of equipment and stuff. So that's good. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. If you have not done so, please subscribe to my channel. Leave all your comments in the comment section. I will respond to them. And then, of course, I hope to see you in a brand new video. Thank you so much and bye-bye.